Okay, so I'm going to give you some tips about how to be more creative at the property level. And so, let's face it, all of us are better at some things than other things naturally. It seems to be the case. And one thing that's kind of interesting about the real estate industry is it's such a big world that you really could come into it with, almost any sort of talent and find your niche. If you just kind of stay in tune with what you're good at. You're a numbers guy, you end up in finance and be a quant and go right down the rabbit hole in that direction. If you're a design guy, the same. And if you're a creative guy, the same. And so, I've been in the business 33, 34 years now, and my niche has always been creative. And so, for sure, that's how I've thrived in the industry. That's how I've differentiated myself. So I'm going to talk a little bit today, just some creative tips, things that I do to stay creative that help me at the property level. Okay, number one, go see stuff. That is probably, it might sound kind of funny on the surface, but take the time to go to places that are inspiring for you, places that give you new ideas. You'd just be amazed at how much that can inform your creative process. Number two, different industries. And so if you want to really be outside the box, you want to do something different, novel, interesting, look to adjacent industries. And so if you're selling a luxury house, you might look at, some other luxury consumer items. You might look at sports cars, jet airplanes, jewelry, perfume, luxury items. All shapes, stripes, and colors can give you great ideas to, just flip through a luxury magazine. That could really give you some insight. Number three, I would say, is know when you're at your best. And so even creative people, are more creative at certain times, certain times of the day, certainly after you're rested, you're not hungry. It might just sound silly, you're not sick, you don't have too much on your mind. Everyone has a feeling for when they can kind of tap into that highest potential for themselves. And so know when you're at your best and really try to schedule your work. Give yourself permission to do your best work, which also means working when you're at your best. Number four, find great creative partners. Find people where you have great chemistry with them, you get along, you feed off each other, you give each other great energy, and boy, that can really magnify your ideas. And then I say, last but not least, I think we're at number five here, is don't be afraid to steal. Some of the best creative people in the world, the best artists in the world, who I really admire, are not afraid to steal ideas, adapt them, combine them with other ideas, make them their own, and kind of continue that process. There's an old saying nothing is original in the world. Everything is designed through some influence or life experience. So don't be afraid to go out there, steal your ideas creatively, things you like, and use them and make your projects better and more creative as a result.